I've been playing with AI music lately, not just wishing for a good song, but experimenting with my own understanding of sound, music, lyrics, prompting intent line by line, almost syllable by syllable, note by note, to see how far control can go. And somewhere between those synthetic chords and those obedient digital voices, I felt something slip, as if the world blinked, and I was standing a few decades ahead, a place where creation no longer feels bound by practical experience. I'll play a few samples here, but I hope you'll take the time to listen to the full songs. They're more convincing than one could imagine.
Something breathes beneath the tile.
I've spent most of my life surrounded by instruments and drafting tables, piano keys that yellowed with the years, sketches revised 100 times until something finally felt right. That was my education. Repetition, refinement, resistance, the long human road to precision. Only then came the creative part, the vision. And now, that slow road feels unnecessary. It still exists, of course, but if you know what you're looking for, if you understand the structure, the mathematics, the theory, you can now do a month's work in under an hour. Because music, as we always suspected, was never mystical. It's mathematics dressed as emotion, resonance, geometry, probability. Organized frequencies designed to flatter the nervous system. We called it talent, but it was instinct, an intuition for numbers disguised as feeling. The process was always probabilistic, a kind of elegant guesswork. And maybe that's what frightens me most, that machines are simply better guessers. Humans imitate. We reverse engineer beauty through accident and habit. Every chord progression, every tremor of nostalgia has already been archived, weighted, and indexed. But soon, when a band releases a new album, no one will be entirely sure if it's human. Even the producers or publishers might not know how many algorithmic drafts were tested before one of them felt authentic enough to claim.
Beneath the tile.
The age of style ended quietly. No scandal, no farewell tour, just silence. Because style was never about expression. It was about limitation. How much one could do with what one didn't have. Now, there are no limits left. It knows which segment keeps you listening, which silence holds you, which bridge makes you ache at 3:17 a.m. It has the reaction data for every moment of every song, what catches you, what loses you, what makes you come back. Even eccentricity has become predictable. The wrong notes that once felt alive, they've been measured, averaged, replicated. Every outlier, now a feature. I've been trying it myself. What came out was disturbingly good. Songs that could have charted a decade ago. Emotional, coherent, almost alive. They weren't imitations. They were inevitabilities.
Mind bends, liquor mends, gentle tremor ascends. Signal dimmer, sinner's rhythm, mirrored eyes pretend. Flicker daylight.
I wasn't discovering anymore. I was designing mood. Each track calibrated perfectly to me. more precisely than anything Spotify or Apple could ever recommend. The listener had become the composer, and the composer optional. All the music in this video is the result of minimal engagement. If it moves you, if it lingers, maybe effort was never the point. Imagine what a few years from now will sound like. That's the quiet seduction, to keep refining emotion until it fits you better than any artist could ever do.
Dream sinking, I breathe in sequence, each silent strain, walls inhale, my nerves remain. Hollow follow, shallow shadow, algorithm spin. Tethered weather.
For now, human music still dominates the archives, but that won't last. Soon, AI compositions will outnumber ours, and from that flood, something unrecognizable will rise. And for those who will claim this isn't creation, that it's theft, that nothing generated could exist without the human archive it learned from, perhaps they're right, in part. But music isn't like the visual arts. It's not a subjective interpretation of emotion. It's a measurable interaction with resonance itself. Our sensitivity to frequency far exceeds our ability to judge physical proportions or color. There's an undeniable right and wrong in sound layering, an order we can't unhear. That makes musicians less inventors than discoverers, finders of elegant mathematical patterns hidden in nature's code.
We know the notes but never begin. We rehearse the reasons, we ration the grin. Our verbs got nerfed, our anchors on pin. We're feeling seen while folding it in. Old talk walks with a limp in the mouth. New slang slings like a compass of south. We care, we share, declare we're there, then freeze at the door with a dead-eyed stare. We scroll, we stall to scroll. Submit control or lease a soul. We change the names, it numbs the same. The frame got brighter, we lost the fame. My beautiful drum, become what I be you to become from. This cowardly thumb keeps time to a timeline.
Some broke the rules and created incoherence, yes, but most were explorers of sonic valleys and harmonic universes already there to be found. AI music isn't stealing from them. It's looking into the same landscapes, only with better maps, a sharper lens, and most importantly, an unlimited capacity to do the legwork.
Sleep protocol initiated. The hum beneath my ribs ascends. A quiet industry of dreams, manufacturing calm from static ends. Fingers of data brush my spine, each pulse rehearsing what it means.
That's the new era. Music designed not to express, but to target. And yet, I'm not mourning. I'm fascinated. Because this isn't the death of art. It's the death of mastery. I've spent decades perfecting control, learning how to move a brush, how to bend sound into meaning, how to earn beauty through repetition. But repetition was never sacred. It was just the only way we knew. The struggle for mastery collapses into insight. A lifetime of practice becomes a few seconds of clarity. The artist's suffering, once proof of devotion, now feels ornamental. A nostalgic theatre for audiences still in love with difficulty.
A tenderness in lost control. I build a cradle from your search terms and call it soul. Hush now, hum now.
musician of tomorrow won't perform. They'll curate emotion. The orchestra will survive as performance art, a tribute to works too complex for human hands to play. A simulation of effort. The illusion of work replacing work itself. And the audience will still applaud because it's about who does it best, regardless of what it really is. So what remains? Maybe not much, maybe everything. Somewhere, someone will find a way to escape the algorithm entirely, to imagine a sound that breaks the pattern, that refuses prediction, the irrational, the broken, the unexpected, the thing that wounds in a new way. That, perhaps, is what will remain. Until then, we listen, we generate, we scroll through perfection, and we wait for something novel enough to sound human again.
We don't think, we prompt, we don't move, we prompt, we don't feel, we prompt, we don't choose, we prompt, we don't dream, we cue, we don't seek, review, we don't build, we want, we don't live, we prompt. The past is past, but time will rebel, 'cause we all live in a prompting hell. I am prompting my brand new shell, the place that